What's good, Joe? What's good, Real Talk Squad? This is Miles, and you're listening. Real Talk with Miles Johnson, where we always keep it real. Let's get straight into it, man. Um, it took me some time to talk about this Tyreek Hill situation. I wanted to just see if more information came out, and I literally just saw the video. So this is my instant reaction right after seeing the full video. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. You have a man, Tyreek Hill, who gives you his driver's license, gives you his information. Give me the ticket. I'm trying to go to work. I'm trying to provide for my family. But here's the problem, right? And we see this in every profession. It could be cops, it could be in schools, it could be, heck, in church. There's people that don't have that much power in real life. But when they're in certain positions under a certain structure, they want to enforce their power because in reality they would never have it. You see a lot of cops never really have power in the real world. They don't. They don't. But once they get that badge on, that's when they feel like they got to exercise that power. Same thing happens in church. And I'm a preacher's kid. And I see people that are high up in the church. They not about the Lord. They just about that power. I've seen that firsthand since I was in middle school. So this is not just exclusive to police officers. It's not just exclusive to them. But more often than not, more often than what I've seen, are those type of things happen to people like me. I've always said my first episode on Real Talk, I asked if athletes should talk about social justice. I would be the biggest hypocrite if I did not use my platform when situations arrive to not only just stick to sports, but also talk about what's going on. Talk about how I relate to it. Talk about how this all connects. And it's not just about sports. Now, yes, Tyreek Hill got a buck 30, a touchdown. You saw him put his hands behind his back after that touchdown. And it was pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie, that was pretty dope. I was like, that's some badass stuff right there. You get arrested, you get detained, and then like 3 hours later, you out here, going for a buck 30 and scoring a touchdown. That's pretty badass to me. Um, but given what happened to Tyreek Hill, I like to share a testimony of what I faced. I went to Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia, and it was 2 weeks before I was set to graduate in May 2023. I'm at a party with the guys. I'm having a good time. I'm ready to leave, and I'm waiting for my friend to go ahead and get in the car and we can leave. Now I'm in the road. I'm waiting for her to finish whatever she was doing and get in the car. The police are behind me. They honking at me to, keep on moving. I keep on waiting. I got a full car of people. I'm trying to get everybody back to their destination. I'm trying to be a good friend. Next thing I know, the police knock on my door or knock on my window rather, and they say, get out the car. They put me in handcuffs. I'm like, what did I do? They say, you ain't do it. You ain't move your car when we said you should move your car. I told them I was trying to help my friend. I was trying to get my friend back home. They ain't care about that. They ain't care about that. So instead, what they did was they walked me in front of everybody in the party. Everybody saw me. People making up rumors, people talking about, oh, Miles, he's doing this, this, and that. Only the real ones know. Now I'm telling y'all now. I get in the back of the police car. They put me in a police car in front of everybody. I'm in there. I'm like, am I really about to lose everything that I worked for because I'm trying to help my friend get back home. The police officer told me something that I will never forget for the rest of my life. And if I have a son and a daughter, heck, but especially if I have a son, I'm gonna tell him this. The guy told me, police officer, he said, "Yeah, I was we were never gonna arrest you. We just wanted to make an example out of you. I ain't do nothing wrong. I'm waiting for my friend to get in the car so I can drop everybody off home after a party, and the cop detains me because trying to make an example for everybody else." That's what they do. That's what they do. And I'm glad that Tyreek Hill said, "Hey, what if I wasn't Tyreek Hill?" I'll even say in my situation, what if I wasn't Miles Johnson? I'm not even trying to be cocky, but what if I didn't have, some great fraternity brothers? It was people not even in my fraternity trying to call and trying to help me out. So what if I didn't have that village to really support me and make sure that there was all eyes on me, that the cops ain't do nothing crazy? Some people don't have that. Some people don't have that support system that a Tyreek Hill, and to a lesser degree that I had at that certain point. Now I was fine, but I remember I got back home. I called one of my friends with on my wrist. It was still like engraved the handcuffs, and I started crying. I wasn't hurt physically, but mentally I was messed up. I'm like, everybody in the school done saw me in handcuffs in a police car. That's a traumatizing experience. I say all that to say LaShawn McCoy said something that I agree with totally. And it's like, yeah, Tyreek Hill, he wasn't physically hurt, although they did try to make sure they proved their point to make sure that they were in charge, and forcibly trying to sit the guy down when it didn't matter. The guy's already in handcuffs and you got 4, 5, 6 officers right around him. So I don't think he was physically hurt. Obviously, he came in the game hours later and went off. But it's not the physical part. It's not the physical harm always. It's that mental harm. It's that dehumanization part. It's that we're trying to make an example out of you. So again, I hope that a guy like Tyreek Hill uses this opportunity and uses his platform as one of the best players, as one of the superstars in this league, to be like, let me speak up for those that might not have the privileges that I'm afforded to as an NFL superstar. And that's real talk. Y'all know me, man. I'll talk about the Eagles. I'll talk about Jalen Hurts. I'll talk about LeBron, whatever's going on in sports. But best believe, if it's something that means something to me and it's not just about sports, I built this on my own. I built Real Talk by myself. And I'm glad that I've had people, mentors, and people that I've worked with that have helped it get to the point it is now. But I built this, and I'm gonna talk about it if I want to. And I would encourage, if you start something, go ahead and use your platform to talk about what is going on in your community, what's going on in your life, and maybe it can be an inspiration to somebody else to also tell their story too. That's what I wanted to say. Like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. I hope this message touches you, and my prayers are with Tyreek and his family. And I hope that this can be something that he can use to help others that may not have that privilege too. Real talk with MJ. I'm out.